From Serena Altschul this morning, what you might call a good yarn.
Okay, the group of three, I'll have you come with me.
There's magic in the air.
All right, come with me.
Except there are no wands, but crochet hooks instead.
I want to thank you all for being a part of this.
And Holly Christensen is the fairy godmother in this story.
Having been a cancer nurse, I know that small gestures of love go a long way.
She runs the Magic Yarn Project, where volunteers transform yarn into character wigs for kids with cancer or any child dealing with medical hair loss. There are all kinds of princesses: Rapunzel from Tangled, Elsa from Frozen, and Moana are among some of the more popular requests. There's Jack Sparrow and superheroes. Any character a child sees themselves as.
They put on a Batman beanie or the Elsa wig and all of a sudden they light up. And now they're not so afraid to go have their poor access to get chemotherapy because I'm brave like Batman, because I am powerful like Elsa. And they get to just be kids again.
This fairy tale began a decade ago when it wasn't a fairy tale for her friend, whose daughter Lily was undergoing chemotherapy at age 3. Wigs made out of real hair weren't really an option.
Their skin is often so sensitive they can't tolerate those wigs. So they'll often wear beanies or scarves on their heads, which is wonderful, but still is very difficult, especially for young children.
There should be 2 strands of yarn on the hook.
Soft yarn was the magic solution.
I'm just going to pull the tail through.
And what began in 2015 with one Rapunzel wig for Princess Lily, who is now cancer-free, has spun into a national nonprofit with 10 chapters nationwide.
It's an army of magic makers.
An army of magic makers, and that's what we call them. The result of these wigs and the effect they have on the children and their parents is magical.
Of course, she wouldn't mind if someone else had a magic trick up their sleeve to keep the organization tightly knit.
Growing sustainably has been difficult. We're running out of our homes, out of our garages.
But magic makers are still hooked. They even reached a milestone last year, crocheting a total of more than 50,000 wigs. Each and every fiber counts.
Sadly, the demand is not going away. There are over 200,000 children diagnosed with cancer in the world every year, 15,000 alone in the U.S.
So you're scratching the surface.
Exactly.
This is my passion.
But scratching the surface can do wonders for just that one family.
Macklin was just a spirited 2-year-old that people just came to love. They loved her smile.
Mallory and Justin Campbell didn't know about the project when 2-year-old Mac was being treated for a cancerous tumor in her head in 2015. But someone made a request on their behalf and knew that Mac loved The Little Mermaid.
I just remember the day that we received the package and her opening it up and her lighting up. And one of my favorite pictures is me walking into a room and seeing her looking at herself in the mirror. And she was just grinning, like she just felt so beautiful at that time.
Which is why, when Mac passed away in May of 2016, the picture of her wearing that Ariel wig forever rests on her headstone in Franklin, Idaho.
It's just one of my favorite pictures of her. Like, her smile is so genuine. To me, it shows you what that wig did for her. It helps you not think about what they're battling and just be able to focus on them and their happiness.
It takes seeing the photos, the videos, or the written emails that we receive from parents to realize that we may not be saving lives, but what we're doing is giving life and hope to others. Well, of course, the hope is that we eradicate cancer. The hope is we can save every life. We can't do everything, but we can do something.